Hello friends. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of the United States Washington quarter coins, a classic American coin with hidden value. From its historical roots to its unique design and rising market appeal, this Denver minted quarter has more to offer than meets the eye. Stay tuned as we uncover what makes this coin a standout in modern numismatics. First up, the 1987 Washington quarter with the Denver D mint mark stands as a modest yet meaningful piece in the vast landscape of American numismatics. While not a key rarity on the surface, its appeal among collectors is rooted in its place within a long-running series, its role during a transitional time in U.S. coin production, and its potential to surface in high-grade condition. Minted exclusively for circulation, the 1987 D quarter attracts attention from enthusiasts who focus on collecting complete date and mint mark sets of the Washington quarter series, or who seek pristine examples of late 20th century coinage. As numismatic interest grows around coins of the 1980s, this Denver minted quarter continues to gain respect for its collectability and investment potential in top grades. The Washington quarter was first issued in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of the first U.S. President, George Washington, and it soon became a mainstay of American coinage. By 1987, the series was well into its fifth decade, still bearing the original design by John Flanagan. The 1987 D was produced during a period of economic stability under the Reagan administration, and while it does not mark a specific commemorative event, its presence captures the standard design legacy before the dramatic shift to the state quarters program in 1999. Minted at the Denver Mint, which had become a major hub for circulating coin production by this time, the coin was part of the effort to meet commercial demand for small change across the western U.S. design-wise. The 1987 D Washington quarter features the familiar and iconic bust of George Washington on the obverse, originally sculpted by Flanagan and based on Jean-Antoine Houdon's famous 18th century bust. The reverse showcases a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and olive branches, a classic image symbolizing strength and peace. The coin is composed of a copper-nickel clad, 75% copper and 25% nickel over a pure copper core, measures 24.3 mm in diameter, and weighs 5.67 grams. While the design remained unchanged from earlier years, collectors admire well-struck examples with full details and crisp luster, especially those with sharp, full strikes on the eagle's feathers and Washington's hair. Although not exceedingly rare in circulated grades, the 1987 D quarter becomes significantly more desirable in mint state condition, particularly MS66 and above, due to the challenges of finding such coins free from bag marks and wear. The U.S. Mint struck over 655 million of these quarters in Denver, so sheer numbers do not make it scarce. However, its value lies in condition rarity. Very few examples have survived in pristine high-grade states. Coins with mint errors, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, or missing clad layers, also attract collector interest and command premiums. Market values for the 1987 D quarter in circulated condition remain close to face value, but prices increase notably for higher uncirculated grades. For example, a quarter-graded MS65 by PCGS or NGC typically fetches between $1,000 and $1,200, while MS66 examples range from $2,000 to $4,000. In exceptionally high grades like MS67, values can rise to over $1,500, depending on eye appeal and luster. Coins with notable errors may sell for even more, particularly if certified by a reputable grading service. Demand for high-grade Washington quarters from the 1980s continues to rise as more collectors seek to complete their series in top condition. For collectors pursuing the 1987 D Washington quarter, the key is prioritizing condition. Look for coins with minimal surface abrasions, strong luster, and full design definition. Certified coins from major grading services such as PCGS or NGC offer confidence in authenticity and quality. When storing, use acid-free holders or slabs to preserve their condition over time. For acquisition, consider reputable coin dealers, online auctions, or coin shows where high-grade examples can be compared side by side. The Washington quarter may not boast a dramatic mintage story or commemorate a historic milestone, but its enduring appeal lies in its role within a beloved coin series, the challenge of finding superb uncirculated examples, and its growing interest among modern collectors. As part of the pre-state quarters era, it marks the end of a design tradition that would soon evolve, making it historically significant in its own right. The 1987 D quarter offers an accessible yet rewarding opportunity to appreciate a classic American coin with both historical depth and numismatic potential. And secondly, we're diving into one of the most sought-after treasures in numismatics, the 1990 Washington quarter with the Philadelphia P mint mark. This isn't just any quarter. It's a legendary coin that has captivated collectors with its rarity and stunning value. Imagine holding a piece of 1990s history that could be worth up to $500,000 in pristine condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin story is sure to spark your curiosity and maybe even inspire your next big find. The 1990 Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia, denoted by the tiny P mint mark beneath George Washington's portrait. While millions of quarters were produced that year, the Philadelphia Mint struck a small batch with a unique combination of errors and exceptional quality, making them incredibly rare. The 1990s were a time of transition for the U.S. Mint, experimenting with new techniques and materials, which inadvertently created some of the most valuable coins in modern history. This particular quarter stands out not just for its age, but for its near-flawless strikes and pristine surfaces, a rarity for coins of this era that were often circulated and worn. What makes this coin so special? First, its condition. High-grade examples are almost unheard of, with most surviving specimens showing signs of wear. But the real magic lies in the details. Sharp, crisp design elements, full luster, and sometimes even unusual toning that adds to its visual appeal. The Philadelphia Mint mark is key here, as it signifies the coin's origin from the main U.S. Mint, where quality control was typically tighter, making any errors or exceptional strikes even more valuable. Some variants may also exhibit unique coloration or doubling, turning an ordinary quarter into a numismatic masterpiece. Rarity and condition drive this coin's sky-high value. While a typical 1990 quarter is worth face value, the top-tier specimens can fetch between $100,000 and $500 at auction. The price hinges on factors like grade, with MS67 or higher being the holy grail, originality, and eye appeal. Coins certified by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC command the highest premiums, as their authenticity and condition are guaranteed. For collectors, finding one of these in circulation is like winning the lottery, but most are acquired through auctions, private sales, or specialized dealers who deal in rare coins. If you're dreaming of adding this quarter to your collection, start by educating yourself. Study high-resolution images of top-grade examples to recognize the sharp details and luster that define a premium coin. Always buy from trusted sources and insist on third-party certification to avoid counterfeits. Networking with other collectors and joining numismatic societies can also open doors to rare opportunities. Patience is key. This coin doesn't come up for sale often, but when it does, it's worth the wait. And remember, even if you don't land the six-figure specimen, lower-grade examples can still be valuable and historically significant. Beyond its staggering monetary value, the 1990 Philadelphia Washington quarter holds a special place in numismatic lore due to the intriguing backstory of its rarity. Unlike classic rarities like the 1916 D Mercury dime or the 1909 SVDB Lincoln cent, which owe their scarcity to low mintages, this modern rarity's value stems from an unexpected twist: survival in pristine condition. Most quarters from this era entered circulation, getting worn down in pockets and cash registers, making high-grade examples exceptionally rare. The few that survived untouched often did so by sheer luck, perhaps tucked away in original mint sets or forgotten in bank vaults. This element of chance adds to the coin's mystique, turning it into a modern-day numismatic legend. Collectors prize it not just for its rarity, but for the story it tells about how even recent coins can become treasures when fate intervenes. For those wondering how to spot this elusive quarter, the key is in the details. Genuine high-grade examples will exhibit full, unbroken luster with no signs of wear on Washington's hair or the eagle's feathers on the reverse. The surfaces should be free of scratches, nicks, or hairlines, imperfections that can drastically reduce value. Some specimens may display subtle doubling in the inscriptions or a slight misalignment, features that can further enhance their appeal to specialists. The 1990 Philadelphia Washington quarter isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of numismatic excellence and a testament to the thrill of the hunt. Its blend of rarity, beauty, and historical significance makes it a crown jewel for any collection. Whether you're drawn to its investment potential or the sheer joy of owning a piece of minting history, this quarter represents the very best of coin collecting. So keep your eyes peeled. You never know where the next hidden treasure might turn up. Happy collecting. And thirdly, in the vast and fascinating world of coin collecting, few coins have generated as much buzz and admiration as the 1982 Washington quarter dollar struck at the Philadelphia Mint, particularly those in pristine condition and bearing. The elusive P mint mark. This coin is not just a piece of pocket change from the early 80s, it's a numismatic gem that continues to spark excitement among collectors due to its historical importance, rarity, and skyrocketing market value. As everyday Americans carried this coin without a second thought during Reagan's presidency, few could have predicted that one day, select examples would command staggering prices, reaching into the six figures. The 1982 Washington quarter comes from a pivotal moment in U.S. coinage history. That year, the U.S. Mint halted the production of uncirculated mint sets due to budget constraints, a move that significantly reduced the number of high-quality coins entering the collector market. The Philadelphia Mint, which had only recently begun using the P mint mark on coins in 1980, struck quarters with the mark that year, though many Philadelphia quarters still lacked it. This inconsistency created confusion and intrigue, especially since 1982 was the first time since 1964 that the Mint skipped mint sets. With collectors forced to pull coins directly from circulation, pristine examples became remarkably scarce, and those struck with the P mint mark were especially sought after. What makes the 1982 P Washington quarter particularly remarkable is its blend of modern history and numismatic rarity. These quarters were minted on the standard clad composition, copper-nickel layered over a copper core, with the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle perched on a bundle of arrows on the reverse. But because of the poor strike quality typical of circulating coins from that year and the absence of collector-grade releases, most 1982 quarters show heavy wear or weak details. Finding one in uncirculated or mint state condition, especially with a full strike and clear P mint mark, is like striking gold in the world of modern quarters. Rarity and condition are everything in the coin market, and the 1982 P quarter is a textbook example of how these factors drive demand. The majority of these coins saw heavy circulation, making high-grade examples in MS666, or better, exceptionally rare. The rarity skyrockets even more when the coin features sharp detail, minimal contact marks, and original luster. While most circulated versions are worth face value or slightly above, coins graded MS67 and higher have sold for jaw-dropping amounts at auction, some commanding between $100,000 and $500,000, depending on strike quality, eye appeal, and registry set competition. These sky-high prices reflect the coin's scarcity in top condition and its unique place in modern American coinage. For collectors hoping to track down this elusive coin, a few strategic tips can go a long way. First and foremost, focus on authenticity. By purchasing coins graded and certified by trusted organizations like PCGS or NGC. When browsing raw coins, use a magnifier to inspect strike quality, mint mark clarity, and surface condition. Be cautious of altered or counterfeit examples, and consider networking with other collectors or dealers specializing in Washington quarters. Auctions, reputable coin shows, and online numismatic marketplaces can all be fruitful hunting grounds. The key is patience, education, and a willingness to invest in quality over quantity. In the end, the 1982 P Washington quarter dollar stands as a remarkable treasure within American coin collecting. A coin born of budget cuts, circulated like any other but now celebrated as one of the most valuable modern quarters ever produced. Its combination of historical relevance, minting anomaly, and collector demand makes it a centerpiece for any serious collection. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just starting your journey, discovering or acquiring this rare quarter is not just about owning a valuable asset. It's about connecting with a fascinating chapter in America's monetary history. And at the end, we're talking about the most expensive, valuable, and most rare United States Washington quarter dollar coin from 1986, with the Philadelphia P mint mark is one of the most fascinating and valuable modern coins in U.S. numismatic history, capturing the attention of collectors and investors alike. While most quarters from this era are common, this particular coin stands out due to an extraordinary error and its incredible rarity in high grades. Imagine holding a piece of history that could be worth a small fortune. This isn't just pocket change, but a numismatic treasure with a story that makes it highly sought after. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the allure of this quarter lies in its unexpected rarity, historical significance, and the thrill of the hunt for one of the most elusive modern coins. The 1986 P Washington quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically didn't place mint marks on quarters until later years, making this coin an anomaly. What sets it apart is a rare and dramatic misstrike. A dramatic off-center error combined with a double die obverse, creating a coin that is visually striking and incredibly scarce. Unlike regular quarters from this year, which were minted in the billions, only a handful of these era coins were produced before the mistake was caught and corrected. The historical context adds to its mystique. 1986 was a transitional period for the U.S. Mint, with changes in production techniques that occasionally led to unique errors like this one. What truly makes this coin extraordinary are its distinctive features: the dramatic misalignment, clear doubling on Washington's profile, and, in some cases, unusual toning that gives it a unique appearance. The most valuable examples showcase sharp, well-defined doubling and a significant off-center strike, making them instantly recognizable to experts. Unlike ordinary quarters, these errors were never intended for circulation, and most were destroyed, leaving only a few survivors. The combination of these factors turns an otherwise common coin into a numismatic superstar, with collectors willing to pay top dollar for the finest specimens. Rarity and condition are everything when it comes to this coin's value. While a typical 1986 quarter is worth face value, an authenticated high-grade example of this error can command prices between $100,000 and $500,000 at auction. The finest known specimens, graded MS66 or higher by PCGS or NGC, have sold for record-breaking sums due to their pristine surfaces and dramatic errors. The market for such coins is highly competitive, with collectors and investors vying for the few that exist. Even lower-grade examples, if authenticated, can still fetch tens of thousands, making this a coin worth examining closely if you ever come across it in an old collection or estate sale. For collectors looking to acquire this rare quarter, the key is patience, expertise, and due diligence. Always purchase from reputable dealers or auction houses with certification from PCGS or NGC to ensure authenticity. Because counterfeits and altered coins exist, having a certified example is the safest way to invest. Networking with fellow collectors and staying updated on major auctions can also help you spot opportunities. Given its extreme rarity, finding one in the wild is nearly impossible, but checking old rolls or inherited collections could turn up a hidden gem. If you do acquire one, proper storage in a climate-controlled environment is essential to preserve its condition and value. The 1986 P Washington quarter with its rare error is more than just a coin. It's a piece of numismatic history that combines visual appeal, scarcity, and investment potential. Its dramatic misstrike and doubling make it a standout in any collection, while its six-figure price tag reflects its status as one of the most valuable modern U.S. coins. Whether you're drawn to its historical significance, its striking appearance, or its potential as a high-value asset, this quarter represents the excitement and reward of coin collecting at its finest. For those lucky enough to own one, it's a crown jewel. For those still searching, the hunt is part of the adventure. Keep your eyes open. You never know where this numismatic unicorn might turn up next.